So today I'm going to review the book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Yeah, Manson by Mark Manson. So this is the book that I read while the challenge of 24 hours, like reading for 24 hours. And this book is quite good, but I did not agree with it. Like totally I did not agree with it. I was like 60% I did agree with it and 40% I did not. So why is it so? I would not give you any spoilers, don't worry, because I don't like spoiling stuff for people, but yeah, I love spoiling stuff for certain people. So, yeah, let's talk about this one. This book is good. Okay, if you are in depression, read this book. Like, seriously, read this book. If you're in depression or you are suffering from any kind of mental disorder, read this book. This book is going to teach you to not think about anybody else. Let's not, like, the whole point of this book is to think about on what sudden stuff, like he tells us that you have a limited amount of fucks to give. So determine where you want to give the fuck and where you don't want to. So like, I don't give a fuck for certain stuff and I give a fuck for a certain stuff. Like, I must care about studying, but I don't want to care about why you have not studied and why I will help you cheat in an exam. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't want to know. And for like my studies, I do have to give a fuck. So he tells us that don't give a fuck about every single thing. Okay, you can give a selective amount of you, like you can tell your brain to worry about a selective amount of stuff. Don't tell it to worry about every single stuff. Like every single stuff that you see, if you're telling your brain that you have to think about every single stuff, then it's not possible for your brain. So oh wait, oh, it is gonna die. Yeah, so basically my camera died. So yeah, um so what happens in this book is that um that's all about things. So you don't need to worry. It's like that song all is well, and you need to worry about sudden stuff and not all the stuff. So yeah, that's a good thing. And then it tells you to say no. Like, everything is not your priority, so learn to say no. That is what it is. And there are so many people who struggle with saying no to stuff, which including me, of course. I do struggle with saying no to people. And everything, I take up everything as my priority, which is not, everything is not the top priority stuff. So yeah, you have to understand where to prioritize certain stuff. And the method of prioritizing can help you in a lot of things. This book is actually life changing, but there are certain stuff I did not agree with. Maybe you will agree with those stuff that I did not agree with, because every book, as I have always told, every book varies from person to person. There will always be certain things that you don't want to agree with, and then one day you might find an author that you agree with completely. Like there's an author, there's not an author, there is Dan Brown that I agree with. Okay, I love every single book he writes. Okay, the character Robert Langston is like, he is on another level. So I love his writing so much. I agree with every single stuff he does. Okay, he has influenced my life in a very certain manner, in a specific manner to say. So yeah, uh, who can read this book? Not who can, who should read this book? As I've always told, that a person who is struggling with mental certain stuff, mental health issues or anything, read this book. If you are struggling to say no, read this book. If you are struggling with friendships and people, you are not finding people and you feel lonely, you are alone, read this book. You will learn to be alone. You will learn how you can stay alone. Means it's not like that it will teach you to stay alone. No, if you are alone, it will teach you to how to be comfortable being alone. Okay, try reading this book for once and it might change your course of life. So that's it for today. This was the review for the book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. And I hope if you read this book, you can just give your opinions to me on the comments if you liked it or not, if there are certain stuff you did not agree with, because everyone does not agree with everything. And it's a very, very true thing.